Hey y'all. So I'm in the teardrop trailer. Remember yesterday I told you, yesterday was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day if I missed anybody. I told you I was going to make a shelf or, something I could eat off of because I'm sitting in here currently on my bed and I have this 3-drawer thing, right? Plus that 3-drawer thing, plus that 3-drawer and all that. Okay, my shoes are in the corner, by the way. That tray that little fishy is on is great, except it's too thick to go under here. Now, if you notice, this thing comes down, so there's still a little space, right? So I went and got a Expo marker board. I just call my wipey board. I got a little wipey board, my Expo marker board. And I put a, not a napkin, placeholder thing, not a placeholder. Guys, so I'm having problems with words today. A little placemat, thank you. My brain today, I'm tired. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, got my placemat on there. And there's some styrofoam from the packaging of something I had. It's black, of course, as you can see. So you don't really see it. I folded it in half. There's like it's actually got a hole in the center of it because it was a round something that kind of like helped it to stay in place in the carton. Anyway, so I folded it in half and it's just the right size. Now, is this super sturdy? No. I mean, like, it still is a little, right? But I could put a plate on it with a sandwich, a drink maybe back, or even pop a drink in here. That sounds funny, but I could even put a little bit more styrofoam right here, which I think I might, because I have some of that stuff left over. And just put that in there, put the styrofoam. I know it's very makeshift. I get it. It's not fancy. It's not on wheels. It's not on a track like some people have things. I get it. I totally get it. But it works. And then I could sit in here. You wouldn't want to put like books or anything real super heavy on it. I mean, because it's going to bend. But if you at least had, something. And as a matter of fact, I pulled the drawer out slightly underneath here. And I'm thinking I could even put like a little piece just on the edge, even like a pool noodle, that's cut, like with the slit, just over that, just to hold it so it doesn't have that wiggly. So I'm going to go back in the house, get a little bit more of that black stuff, put it on that end. I've got the stuff you put over a pipe, it's already slit. Get a piece of that, pop it up over that drawer edge, and that would actually bring that up to there. So now it's wedged in. And it can come out. But for me, just to eat in here on a rainy day, not have to worry about, like if I mean, like the galley, you don't want to be, the galley protects you to a certain extent, but you're not going to want to stand out there. You're not want to go sit at a picnic table if it's raining, right? So you most likely are going to be in here. Now, I wouldn't put a heavy pot on it or try to cook on it. I get that. You probably would, if you're going to cook outside. But then again, I do a lot of sandwiches when I travel or when I camp. I don't like to do a lot of cooking. I mean, I do that at home. I kind of just made spaghetti tonight and had garlic bread, blah, blah, blah. But, like if you had a small salad or you had like a sandwich or something, you could set that on there. And you could very easily eat in here. Put your cup up there. Like I said, as long as they have a little bit stiffer, it's fine. So I'm going to go get my other 2 pieces, and I'm sure that'll work. So that's an idea for you. It's I used to call them a wipey board when I was a kid, but the Expo marker board. It's a small one I had. I don't use it anymore. So I put the placemat over it just to protect it, because, I don't want anything too hot sitting on there, of course. But hey, if it stays like that, that's perfect. And I think just putting that like pool noodle type stuff over there just to have that width underneath so it doesn't bounce like this. Now you're not going to leave it like that when you're driving, but I'm just saying that's a thought. So you can like squeeze it in there, and it's a quick little way to have a way to have something to eat on, like a little table tray. Now the other tray, that wooden one, where is it there? It has legs on it. So if I were sitting up in my bed here, I know my little friends are here right now, but if I were like sitting up here, you know, kind of prop myself up, I could put that tray table over my lap. But sometimes I don't want to have the tray table over my lap if my dog is in here, which she most likely will be with me. That's a little too much. Now, if she's on her bed and she jumps on my bed, you know, on this side or on this side, because there's still room for her. And she does that when I eat at the kitchen table. She must be near me. Okay, say she's in here with me and, you know, so that's okay. But because she can't get on here. But having that on my lap, if she would try to jump up on the bed, I could see maybe a problem. I'm going to keep that tray in here, though. I do like it. But it might be something more for maybe the SUV, because I'm already fixing that up. Prop myself up there. We have a little more, you know, like I can stretch my legs out there, and she has plenty of room on her side. I think that might work, or even put the tray table on top of another fixture that I just put in there and use it that way. I'm watching Life with May, M-A-I, on YouTube, and she has a lot of great ideas for SUV and a van. And there's another girl on there who I just can't remember her name. I just found her again. She was on and she was off for a while. Now she's back on. I'll try to mention her as well, just to, you know, give them both, you know, some credit, of course, because they both have some great ideas. They're very minimalistic. I've got my clothes under this bed. I did put more in those storage cubes. I'm sitting on the bed, of course, so you can't see that, but I have 3 storage cubes, plus my drawers there. Those are marked, yes, undies, tops, blah, blah, blah. And I still have room in some of these. That's primarily all the jewelry I wanted to save when I leave the house. There's a couple more pieces. And guys, I'm not rich, so it's not like I have rubies and emeralds in there, please. It's costume jewelry, okay? But they're cute pieces, you know, and because of my work schedule and how things go, sometimes, you know, I may want to be out and go from the campsite to where I'm working and, you know, leave the trailer there and then go where I have to go, just like I did in California at that site. And that site was magnificent. I could leave my stuff there and not worry at all. So that may be an option, you know. But I didn't want to leave this stuff behind if I wanted to put on a nice pair of jeans and a cute shirt and, you know, have my jewelry with me. So there you go. Because I dress up a little bit more for work. But I just want to let you guys know, hey, that works. So it's not the fanciest. It's not a build out like, you know, some people have. But this is a good start for me. And then when I want to gradually move up in the world, I will. Most likely with the van. Even though we had our issues with, you know, heat and such. But like the one guy said, you're not supposed to be comfortable in there if you don't have a heater and you don't have insulation. And I just told you about this place, like that's insulated underneath that blanket, for real. There's a lot under there covering that door, taped together, stuck together, and then that goes over it. And that ain't going nowhere. That cut a lot of draft, a whole lot of draft. So that's magnificent. And even on this door, that's, you know, that's a doorway, but even on that door, I have the Reflectix. The screen is on the bottom. I'll leave it like that for now. But I have this curtain here. I do want to sew the edges together. It's a shower curtain, and I just doubled it because of the design. But if I had a slightly heavier fabric in between and put that in there, that would give me extra insulation as well. Either that or just cover this from the top again, you know, with something to cover that, plus that when I'm in here and it's chilly. Right now I can leave the door open, that's fine. So that's what I want to tell you, though, guys. I've got my little mini table, I guess you can call it, or my little tray table, whatever. But I'm going to try that. The noise you hear is, yes, it could be fireworks, but we're in a canyon. So if anybody's hunting anywhere or in there shooting, it does actually, even the base that's nearby here, military base, when they do exercises, you hear it like that, it echoes. So if you're hearing that shooting in the back, that's what it is. I'm fine here. So you see the time, I'm going to get off of here and just wish you all a blessed day. It's Monday. I did not have my granddaughter today. She had a party to go to. So I will have her tomorrow. So I want to get this here done before she gets here tomorrow and put some stuff in the SUV so when I pick her up tomorrow, there's a safe place for her to sit and everything is taken care of ahead of time. So I'm going to go work on that now. And then I'm going to wash my hair, take a bath, relax. I've already had dinner, so we're good. I just want to let you guys know what I'm up to. So please, love one another as the Lord has loved you. Of course, aloha nui loa, I love you all, and mahalo nui loa. Thank you so much for listening. And aloha ke akua, God is love. That's part of the title of this, right? And God does love you very, very, very much. And it just seems like with everything going on in the world, guys, it's really important to get to know the Lord. If you don't have him in your heart and life already, I urge you, please try. And if you're not sure if he's real, tell him to, show himself to you. And I know he will. Strange neighbors again. Anyway, so it says faith, family, and friends. Faith first, because God always comes first. Your family is important. So are your friends. Pray for one another and definitely help one another. But most importantly, love one another as the Lord has loved you. And I will definitely see you, or you'll hear from me at least, in the next video. Just wanted to give you an idea of how I made my quick little tray or shelf or whatever you want to call it. But something that I can use to eat on. So I'm going to get the other things to make it more secure. A little more stuffing back there to hold that, and then the other one underneath on the lip of the drawer. And that will pop it up just a wee bit. And I think it'll be wedged in there just fine. All right, you guys, that's my simple fix for now until we get bigger and better things, which will happen when it's supposed to happen. All right, so love you all. Thank you again. Go ahead and do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And please do the little thumbs up, ta-da, so that, when they look at the analytics, they go, hey, look, she's got more views. So I'm still working on that. I don't know how popular we'll ever become, but you are on Van Life with Minister Mary. Aloha ke akua. So, and signing off right now, wishing you all the best and much love. Aloha.